The Great South Sudan Run, an idea of a businessman from Ethiopia named Seshim Teka, who is the CEO of Dembesh Hotel, who thought wisely in helping in alleviating the suffering of people of South Sudan who are affected by the famine. Seshim Teka thought wisely that it was only through marathon could he raise funds to support people of South Sudan. The marathon starts from Dr. John Garang Mausoleum, brought together people from different walks of lives and was featuring the world-renowned Ethiopian athletes Haile Gabriel Selassie, and that marks first of its kind for such great event to occur since the independence of the new nation. All participants were awarded medals and t-shirts by the leadership of the country, and people of goodwill contributed funds towards fighting against famine and poverty in South Sudan, as it was the main objectives of the marathon Great South Sudan Run.
South Sudan oye! Ethiopia oye! Kenya oye! African Union oye! I have a very brief message to all of you. I'm happy that all of you have turned out in these great numbers, because what we are doing is an exercise of fundraising, as you know, and not just for running. Even if you don't run and you do something, it is something that will go far, because we know that if we talk about fighting poverty, it is a process. It is not something that can be done one day. But fighting famine is immediate, because nobody can go for 5 days without food, and then he can survive.
The sum amount of money raised during the marathon Great South Sudan Run was about 11,458,8770 SSP plus $3,921.19, including the pledge of $3,921,000 from the government and private institutions. The end results of the marathon was huge support and rescue to hundreds of South Sudanese people in the country, as over 15 identified locations of vulnerable people in the country has benefited from the food distributed by the Committee for Great South Sudan Run, launched by the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports in collaboration with the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, as well as Dembesh Hotel CEO Seshim Teka, who is the initiator of Great South Sudan Run.
My heart is crying because I know the situation of the country. I wish we do more and more for the people of South Sudan, especially in the central prison, because outside the people, if they hunger, if they are not able to eat, how the central prisons also, how they are suffer. Really, it is heartbreaking for me. I wish do and more, because we have to do more from now onward to this eradicate famine. Appeal all the investors out of the country and also the people of South Sudan who are also able to do. Please help your peoples here. They are suffering by hunger. So really, if we have unite, we will change this atmosphere totally. That's what I want to say.
I'm here to say for you thank you for the things that you have bring to us, and I'm come here to say to our president of South Sudan, we are going to say to him thank you for the things that he have bring to us.
The donation is a reward streaming from 100 tons of food commodity purchased by Great South Sudan Run Marathon that was held in Juba on 8th of April 2017.
I think all of you remember that on the 8th of April, that Saturday, we had a great time here as a leadership of this country, including the president. We initiated that small program called Great South Sudan Run. That was an idea that came into being through our friends, especially the owner of Dambish Hotel and the great African runner, Haile from Ethiopia. This program could not have taken place if the president did not approve. And I'm very privileged to say that I was involved to bring it to the attention of the president as a concept. But then it achieved key miles. It addressed issues of famine, and in a simple way, distribution of food is an indication that we were targeting those simple South Sudanese who have become victims of what is supposed to be an internal conflict that is unnecessary. But also went further to say this is also a foundation for addressing issues to do with poverty eradication. And most importantly, it brought all of us together. You know, it's a symbol of peace, leadership, citizens, traders, army, our partners from all the embassies and NGOs came here and met not as great people, but as people just running and raising environment for peace. And I think that's what we need. Now, this organization, this simple idea, we think it is something that must be done annually, every year. And not only in Juba, but should be done across all the states of our country, and should be registered as an organization that will effectively train South Sudanese to run worldwide. And I know hopefully one day we will win World Cup from running, beginning from this organization. And so I want to encourage all our people, on behalf of the president, first of all, that war is not the best way forward, but that together we can do good things so that we wash our faces from the shame that the conflict of 2013 brought to this country. You are great people, you don't deserve to suffer, and we are obliged as your children, as your leaders, to make sure that we solve this problem ourselves. Let those who love us come and help us, but we must be the ones who drive the way forward and chant the way for peace. This is a peace program. I want to thank all those who have come here today, including our Minister of Youth and Sports and the Undersecretary of the Ministry. I want to thank our partners, Asher Shamtika and his colleagues, of course all the great members of the committee, that have been elected by the gathering of this Great Rand South Sudan to become members of the committee. I want to advise you that you continue to do your things the way you have done it, including accountability and transparency on what has been received on behalf of the people of South Sudan, how it is used, and do not use this money for anything else other than for the purpose for which this organization has been established. This, I think, if I'm going to be a party to this organization, then I will not do anything else other than anything, something that has got the element of transparency and accountability. I want to thank also those who are driving these vehicles. We ask God that they drive safely to the 15 destinations that they are taking food to. It includes children, it includes hospitals, it includes prisons, it includes all those areas of our community, of our society that are vulnerable. And I think that this is a big achievement for which all our people in this country should thank this man here. Where is he? Where is Tika?
He's come.
These are very important people. Very simple ideas, but you can see the achievement. Ashesham, I want to present to the people of South Sudan as the man who came with the idea, and it is on.
Tell us something.
While launching the food distribution at Dr. John Garang Mausoleum, the National Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Dr. Nadia Arop Dudi, highlighted on significances of standing and working together as people of one nation, together with other brothers and sisters from the neighboring countries.
أنا داير أقول لمواطن بتاعنا برا هناك لأنه these are the target people and the beneficiaries, and the message I want to send اليوم بتاع الليلة ده هو يوم إنه نحن we are going to deliver الحاجة نحن جبناه من قروش اللي كان عملناه في يوم بتاع Great Rand event. فيوم ده نحن عملنا مؤتمر صحفي، نحن ناس الكونسان لاين مينستريز، نحن عملنا مؤتمر صحفي عشان نوري الناس ده شنو بالظبط كده نحن لقيناه in term of money. وقروش ده الليله بقى في رياليتي، ويا هذا كله شعب بتاعنا شافه انه الحاجه نحن we gain as a people of South Sudan، لانه ده حاجه كان نحن ده كان يدينا كلنا، ما كان جاي من اتجاه اجنبي. فعشان كده نحن اشترينا حاجات ده عشان نقسمهم للمناطق للناس البنفيشريز اللي انتوا سمعتوهم في الليست وانتوا هترجعوا فيه بعدين. الحاجه اللي انا داير اقوله انه مهم شديد انه ناخد يدينا سوا، we put our hand together and then we can support our people who are needy. والجبناه الليله ده حتى ولو ما كفى جنوب السودان كله، لانه ما في حاجه زي ده يمكن يكفي البلد كله، لكن التارجت جروب اللي هم هيلقوا حاجه ده الليله هم هيستفيدوا. عشان كده لازم يقسموا لجروب معين اللي هم محتاجين عشان يقدر يكفي. والحاجه الثانيه انا داير اقوله انه البرنامج ده ما هيجيب كده، طالما ده حاجه نحن بنستفيد منه وشعب بتاعنا بيستفيد منه عشان نحن نقدر تريديوس الوضع بتاع البلد القاعد فيه في مجاعة بظروف مختلفة. أنا داير أقول إنه الناس اللي خطوا يدينهم امبارح عشان يكون في يوم بتاع الليلة ده، داير أشكرهم كتير وداير أقول لهم إنه ابتداء من رئيس جمهورية إنه داير أقول إنه this is a leadership. انت لما تكون رئيس بتاع ناس ولما تجي تحضر وتيجي تاخد يدك it's not an easy. yes هو رئيس بتاعنا بيهتم بينا في حاجات كتير، لكن لما نكون في نداء زي ده ورئيس بتاع الجمهورية يجي وزراء، في وزراء برضه هم دفعوا، في وزارات دفعوا، في individual دفعوا. أنا داير أقول لهم إنه شكرا جزيلا ليوم ده، وأنا داير أقول لهم إنه هيكون في يوم تاني أعظم من كده، وهنحن نستمر إنه عشان نحن نقدر نساعد ناس بتاعنا. المساعدة احتمال ما يكون مستمر، احتمال دورة جاية لما نيجي ناخد يدينا ما نفكر إنه نجيب أكل، نفكر إنه نجيب ملودة لسنة جاية، نفكر إنه نجيب تراكتور لسنة جاية عشان المواطن بتاعنا يستفيد. عشان نحن كان كل وقت قاعدين نشيل إنه نحن ناكل نستقبل وما نشتغل، برضو ما هيكون فايدة للبلد. أحسن لما يدوني ملودة ولا يدونهم يخلوا لي يكون عندي سكة محل نقدر نزرع فيه عشان نجيب منتج بتاعي في السوق، ده برضه ده فايدة كبير. فده معلومة عندنا أوصله للشعب بتاعنا برا هناك إنه البرنامج ده هيستمر، إن إحنا قاعدين نخطط هسه إنه الجسم ده كيف يقدر يواصل قدام عشان إحنا نقدر. أنا ده نشكر كل الستيت جوفرمنت اللي هم وقفوا معنا برضه عشان يوم بتاع ده يحصل الليلة من يوم الأول ده اللي حصل. وداير أشكر بوجه الأخص، أنا داير أشكر أو brother the great runner هايلي قبر سلاسي اللي هو جا فكر مع أخونا تيكا، هو المدير بتاع دمبش هوتيل هنا في جنوب السودان، الفكر المشروع ده، وجنوب السودان هيتبنى مشروع ده حسب لأنه هم فكروا فيه. فأنا بشكر الميديا كمان، وأنا دايركم إنه توصلوا المعلومة زي ما هو عشان برضو الشعب بتاعنا يكون في وعي، لأنه هو برضو الشعب اللي هناك اللي قاعد ياكل ده محتاج إنه يخد يده كمان عشان يقدر يساعد، لأنه ما يستقبل بس، هو برضو يخد يده زي ما أنا بخد يدي أصلي ده، هو برضو عنده حاجة عشان يخد يده، لأنه حاجة اللي هو بخده ده أخوه تاني ولا أخته تاني بمشي باكله ولا جناه تاني.
The inmates at Juba prison, patients at Juba Teaching Hospital, Al Sabah Children's Hospital, and Juba Orphanage Center were some of the beneficiaries of the outcome of Great South Sudan Run. On same occasion, Minister of Cabinet Affairs Dr. Martin Elia Lomuro hailed the effort of the sportsmen and the CEO of Dembesh Hotel, Sheshem Teka, to have shown a good spirit in solidarity with the people of South Sudan who were affected by the famine and hunger. While at Juba prison, both Minister of Information in Juba State, Salah Rajab, and of Education, Gender and Social Welfare, Dr. Wanis Sule Ladu, appreciated the management of Dembesh Hotel for their concern to people of South Sudan who were affected by hunger and in their situation, urging other investors to follow the footsteps of Sheshem Teka. In most of locations where the food were distributed, the beneficiaries.
Today we are honored to visit. My name, I'm called Salah Rajab Bunduki. I'm the State Minister of Information, Culture, Youth and Sport in Quebec State. Today is a great day where we, the delegation headed by Honorable Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, the national level, Dr. Nadia Arab Dudi, and the accompanying delegation. We are here visiting Central Prison today to deliver some of the food items, and I think this is as a result of the great South Sudan run, and I think today is we are harvesting that big program, and I'm sure with the visit of this delegation today, we are handling some of these items to the administration of the prison here, and I think this is just part and parcel of the contribution of the government and the people of South Sudan to the inmates here in the prisons, also in terms of foods, to support and also to help them during this very difficult situation. I think I don't have much to say, but if at all there is something to be said, I would like to give special thanks and my gratitudes to Brother Sheshem Teka, who is the initiator of this program, for having done this great job and to make these efforts with his teams and all the medias and the coordinators of this very big program to bring us to this level of this program. We are very proud as Quebec State, as a host, as a government here, and also to go with the team to distribute some of these items to the vulnerable groups in their different centers in Juba State. I'm very proud again, and I would wish to thank the team all for having done this good job.
In most of locations where the food were distributed, the beneficiaries gave words of appreciations and thanks to both the CEO of Dembesh Hotel and government for responding to their situations on time.
We thank you. We thank the government. We thank our President Salva Kiir Mayardit really for his love for the country, for his people, as a father of the nation. We are praying that let God bless him. Let God give him wisdom how to lead our country.
I feel more than excited because actually it's our first time to receive such much amount of food in the center. So we really thank the president, we thank everyone and the athletic people, and with the children we are more than happy. Actually we did not expect to receive such things during the time of famine, right? Because it is hard to get food, but now since you made it possible for us to get food, we really thank you, and we will make all our level best to be the good leaders of tomorrow.
في البدء نحن من مؤسسة الشيخ دفع الله عباس فتاكي بحي ماهد. احنا بنقدم شكرنا لوزارة الثقافة والشباب والرياضة وعلى حكومة ولاية جوبيك وعلى كل الوزارة اللي قامت بالعمل السمحة دي وقدمت لنا الاحتياجات في الزمن. احنا فعلا في حوجة وفي زمن حقيقة. احنا بنقدم شكرنا اول حاجة لشعب جمهورية جنوب السودان عامة ولكل الوزراء حقنا في البلد، وان شاء الله هذا العمل ما تقف بس في زماننا دي. بنتمنى من كل الجنوبيين ناس تتكاتف تلم يدينا تشتغل مع بعض عشان نقدر نوفر مع بعض لبعض الاخوان المحتاجين.
ده البسيط جبتوا لنا ده، هنا بدي لكم شكرا وهنا بدي لكم مبروكات الف مبروك. فده انجاز كبير بالنسبه لجوبا اورفانيت.
Donation which was raised due to the Great Marathon Run which was organized in April and was initiated by the government, and this is actually a local initiative, and this just indicates that there are two things. One is that South Sudan is a great country in athletics, and we hope it will do so. Secondly is that we, the people of South Sudan, we can be able to come together and solve our own problems.
In most of locations where the food were distributed, the beneficiaries gave words of appreciations and thanks to both the CEO of Dembesh Hotel and government for responding to their situations on time.
Which was organized some times ago. It is very good, although it is some months ago. It is really very good. It will help because our patients don't have feeding program. This one will help them. I'm very happy about that.
Actually, my name is Emmanuel Chan from one of the South Sudan Street Children Orphanage. I talk on behalf of the chairman. He was not around, so I was very, very, very happy, and I would like to send my greeting or my regard thank to the President of the Republic of South Sudan, that's Salva Kiir, plus the delegate that brought for us the food to help those kids in order that they can sustain their life. I was very happy, so that in order not to be only this one, so we need more and more, because the challenges we are facing here, we are running shortage of the food and time of education, so we need more still.
This help now, it is from that fund which was raised by the athletic run, which is a greater run for South Sudan. And one of these targeted center was Attack Gelwak, which is for the protection of child in Mio Saba, and this is a center for orphanage. It is in our list where we targeted them, and we see into it that it is the center that they are vulnerable and they are our gear, so that we protect them and then we also assist them so that they sustain their life.
We are witnessing the handing over of food items, which became as a result of the fund which we get from South Sudan Great Run, which happened in April, last April. and we are now in Juba Teaching Hospital, giving them as we identify them as the last beneficiaries. This is Juba Teaching Hospital and Sabah and prison, central prison. And now we are in hospital giving them the food items, as we can see here from the car. And she is here now receiving the food item. This is the result of, this is the reason of our coming here. Thank you.
There was some money that came out of that marathon, and a generous guy from Ethiopia, who's the great runner, we call the great runner of South Sudan. He said clearly that I'm not taking this money to my pocket. I need this money for buying food to assist the most vulnerable or the most needy people. Within these days, the Ministry of Youth and Sport, in collaboration with the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management and RRC, formed a team and decided to have some food to be purchased. And that was done. And as of today, we decided to distribute some food to the most vulnerable people within the Juba town. The rest will be followed later on, will be announced. And as of today, the government of South Sudan decided to distribute it, as I mentioned, within Juba town to 15 locations. Out of these locations, we can say Juba Central Prison, men and women, Al-Sabah Children's Hospital, Juba Teaching Hospital, Juba Military Hospital, Juba Central Orphanage Center, Conflict Child Out of Conflict, Living Water Girls House of Hope, where I'm speaking now.
The food items, including maize flour, beans, among others, were also distributed to vulnerable group of people at Living Water Ministry Orphanage Center, Juba Military Hospital, Sheikh Hamdan Kalwa, Straight Link Orphanage Center, Stone International Church Orphanage and Attack Ekwak Orphanage Center, respectively. On his part, the CEO of Dembesh Hotel, Sheshim Teka, said he would continue to support people of South Sudan in various areas.
His Excellency the President of the Republic, personally, he gave us this excellent support from the very beginning until today. Really, I appreciate. Without your support, we cannot reach on this time. And also, this is a local initiatives. We are not taking anything from outside. This money we initiate from the good willers, from givers from the people of South Sudan, institutions and organizations and different peoples in South Sudan. So the people of South Sudan, they help themselves, the people of South Sudan. Really, I appreciate all of you to contribute for this regard, in kind, in cash, and in your time and energy. Really, I want to say thank you very much, and may God bless you.
The Great South Sudan Run Marathon was an initiative of CEO of Dembesh Hotel and renowned Ethiopian athletes Haile Gabriel Selassie, aimed at fighting hunger and poverty among people of South Sudan, will forever be remembered by the people of South Sudan.